Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Come live from Free Up Your Heart, children of God, and that's you, and that's you, and that's me, and that's me. I hope all of you, all of you. I'm starting another station. It was called, or is called, it doesn't seem like I can tend to both. I can't even tend to any social media properly. I've had just about enough. But what I do want to do is I want to keep up my small skits and sharing, and what is my core, like who am I really? I don't know if you would know that, because we'd have to know each other a while. I present who I really am here sometimes, but right now, this is hangout, this is let it all hang out. And I'm just going to be zany or do what I want and just show you what's on this shelf would be in itself interesting. Very interesting. I call it a blessing and a curse of me and my husband. We like projects and things. We see things and things of different, maybe an eminent objects that someone else would just throw in a dumpster, and we would be like, you know what we could do with that? And then we might do that project or make it into that. But if you see me reaching out, I haven't done any pesticides around the house because I know there was a whole bunch used. So I was actually trying to clean the soil and get grass to just grow. It's not a joke. It was like a desert wasteland with parched yellow, not even yellow, just torch it up in a flame grass. Like, that's what it looked like. We brought back so much green here. Now I'm going to just make up questions and then answer them because people are too scared to get a hold of me because the police and the government wants me dead. But I want to just share these. This would have been my great aunt or my grandma. And doesn't that strawberry pie look delicious? Now, I was going to keep the glass size, but the glare alone is problematic. And these would be funny. Will I show you a bird's eye view of the shelf? No. I would be concerned about what you would say about us. Like, why are there this many little objects of use at that? And my answer to you is, we like to be prepared. Not all the time. We don't have, like, totes lined up for Armageddon or anything. Nothing crazy, you know. You never want to share what you do. Like, for instance, just there's 3 shelves. There's a 4th on top. I put the shelf in because it's like a kitchen nook. We'll at least try to do that. We'll do a panoramic. And it's really small. It's like 6 by 9, if that. And I think if we say 9, we have to go all the way over there. So what I did is I took this old school desk, but for whatever reason, I still can't find the drawer. How annoying is that? And then there's the shelf. Woo! I let you see it. I let you see our mess. Now, I've been trying to find or look at new comedians, but what you got to be careful of is adapting or acquiring the same style as someone else. And some people will acquire styles from other people and not tell them. What else do we have here? We have soulful recipes. This would have been from the woman who raised me. I have a few items left in this home from her because she had the ability to give you things without you knowing it. And it was like a bribery tool and also kind of a suffocation control thing. She could control what furniture I had in the house, how much furniture, where I got the furniture, where I put the furniture. It was pretty bad, guys. It's like, so you only your own homes that you lived in your whole life wasn't enough. You couldn't let me have my homes, and if I didn't want to have a couch for a year, if I wanted to sit Indian style for a year and I let my son have a chair, a cozy chair at that, but would that have been a big deal? But you'd make it into a big deal, right? Does she still have these core issues surface like that? No. It's called acting. And I'm able to take something and make it real in the present. I'll try to wind it back down. Now, this is a really funny one, and I used to come in here and make funny stuff while I was drunk. It was super bloated. I'd had a military-grade silent explosion, gunshots, some other military... Look at there. It's meant to be. Because supposedly I'm German, but I learned it different now, is that, yeah, we can say German this or that. There's going to be culture, things wrapped around that, where those regions are, but technically we all kind of came from the same snow caps or something. Way, way back. It doesn't matter. Like, it's still distinct cultures. Still distinct traditions. Even some particular, like when someone says that was very German, you know, that was something that you could do as fun, because that meant they were pretty stiff. They were stringent. They were, you know, maybe not your first one on the list for a party. That kind, you know. Kind of like me. But see, once you got me to the party, I like to dance. And I didn't have to be drunk to dance. So you don't know poop about me. Plus, I could drink anyone under the table, and I wasn't even a drinker, and you could put me in a potato sack. So, you want to talk about some stuff? Yeah, I didn't think so. Heavyweight in a short bag. And I metabolize it like that. Jack-a-lack. Is it normal? Is it healthy? Absolutely not. I believe my mother, whoever she was, or just drinking, or someone, it's just like in my genes, just like saturated in all of the cultures that I would potentially come from. It would be like, excuse me, we're not drinking? Like that. It wouldn't be, you know, and I had this discussion with, even no matter how destructive it's been at times, discussion with my husband in the car. I was like, you know, whatever is wrong with me, or why does it have to be wrong, is that wherever I come from, to not drink is a sin. So, a little wine, a little this. So for some reason, he's going to disrupt our show. Let's go. Go lay down. And I mean, he does that when I'm really just getting in the groove of things, because they get jealous. Weiner Schnitzel with a Spätzle. And I'm going to tell you where this delicious recipe's from way back in the 80s or something. I don't know when this recipe work was done. It says Benson and Hodges. Have I ever done an actual recipe out of it? Absolutely not. Because it has strange things like that. Weiner Schnitzel with Spätzle. But then when you look at it, you're like, well, that's not even hard. But I never buy veal. And some veal or lamb, I don't think I'm not used to it because I don't eat it. And I do have I don't know, I have some kind of problem with veal. It's good, it tastes good. I can't find nothing wrong with it. Super high protein. Should be gentle on the stomach. I think it has to more do with how it's seasoned, is when I've had trouble. Curry or one of those I'm not good with. Cumin. So, Weiner Schnitzel with the Spätzle Messelnita Tassel Wassel. So I don't watch a lot of comedians regularly, because you want to have your own distinct flair. But then when you feel like you see your flair flaring up in other spares, so I'm trying this one. I mean, when I realize now this isn't hard. Where is this from? Where was this from when they did it? So what is it exactly? Lightly crusted veal scallops with little dumplings. Deliciously light, authentically German. And I can try to just slow down a bit. But that cord's in the way. Did I know that was going on? Alright, we'll just try this now. Okay. Now we have like a big shadow. Oh my god, Heather. Sometimes this light will just fall. It's kind of like one of those discount things, and you think you can fix it, but you can't. And they like give it away. Well, anyways, sometimes we're lucky and we fix stuff. Well, I hope I can hold this still long enough for some poor sap to get the recipes. Meaning that you're even willing to put up with me, which is so sweet. I want to know about this strawberry pie, but I'm cobbled out, pied out, no more, it's got to stop. But I was supposed to say, where did that come from in that dessert? It's like a strawberry dessert. And they also have a roast prime, Yorkshire pudding, apple strudel. This was Colorado. Colorado Springs, Colorado, the Broadmeyer Hotel. Broadmeyer. The Broadmoor Hotel. The Broadmoor. Oh, it's so beautiful. See, I don't really care for Colorado Springs. It's just like that. See that? Where there's barely any, because it gets so dry. It's one thing about the West that was hard for me is not, I know more Four Seasons, like how I want it. which is like Michigan. Even with all the pollen and mold and bugs and debris and cranky people, but then there's the streams and the trees and the species of different plants, more than most states. Many regions over this way, we have a lot. So we're at the Broadmoor Hotel. Looks really pretty. There's like chandeliers and stuff. Prime rib looks delish. Perfect. But I am very interested in this. And I was thinking, it doesn't have to be veal. It could be thinly sliced steak or something breaded like the schnitzel. And they would be called something else. Oh, not a Wiener Schnitzel if it was with beef, but maybe it would. Woo! Okay, so that is enough of that on that. So we saw these two. Soulful recipes, I would say, is kind of like comfort food. So you're getting into a lot of gooey goop. But then there is some healthy ones. I was actually surprised it said health or tradition. So at one point I wouldn't even look in it. And then when I did, I was like, well, look what you missed out on. So strawberry smoothie, mango smoothie. I've done these books before, by the way. If anyone's worried about my long-term, short-term. There's the one that's messed up a little bit, but yet then I have the really, like, laser photographic long-term memory where you could maybe torture the information out of me, but most likely not. And I will remember every detail of whatever it was. You try to force me not to remember it, but there you can't make me unsee the truth that I know. Okay, so that's just one part of me that you might want to know about. It sounds a little extreme. Turkey, apple sausage, breakfast sandwiches. Like that. I mean, yum. A veggie scramble wrap. Why did I just hop over that? Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, we could... A cup of chopped, fresh or frozen, your egg... Don't do an egg substitute. I'm not into any of that malarkey. Sweet potato half sounds good. I have always had trouble getting the sweet potato any that have a crisp on it. I'm sure someone's more capable than me. Maybe ghee butter. I'm wondering when I'm just thinking of that right now. Vegetable brunch pie, that is, looks perfect. Do you have a food problem? No, I just enjoy food, and there was a large portion of my life that I did not have a good relationship with food, but I did let my son have a free relationship with food, what he liked, what he didn't like. Only when he got a little older did I kind of start pressuring him into maybe just trying something a little different, but that maybe wasn't even appropriate. Mushroom quiche. Why did you yell it? I guess I'm a little hungry. I had a salmon patty today. I was thinking about some leftover rice or fixing fresh or using this rice with the egg and making fried rice. But I don't have the one ingredients to do the fried rice, so I'll probably do the fried rice tomorrow. Alright. Did that how many times? Went the wrong way. 2 bean and corn salad. You yelled it again. Was this the one I tried and I wasn't impressed? No, there was another one, a recipe I tried. I didn't know what I had to do to it to help it. And I thought I followed it for verbatim, but it was like, apparently for people on their deathbed, and they want them to live just a little longer, so they want to make sure they don't enjoy their food, too. Have you guys ever heard of that philosophy? Yeah, I'm not down with that, really. I think people should be able to have autonomy in what they put in their own body. And I don't think other people, should be telling other people what to do with their body. Unless that other people goes to the other people and asks them to help them what to do with their own body. But if you don't ask another person what to do with your body, then you know, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, for instance, I hate eating on video, and I was looking at commercials for a while, and this is how I knew I was going to end up backstage doing writing and stuff, which really satisfied me. That idea. And with occasional appearances, you know what I mean? But on the fly is, you shouldn't eat with food in your mouth. Mozzarella. Big chunk. No, not very big. Salmon. It's hard to do. See yourself chewing. I've seen myself on here eat before, and I'm like, that's why Tom was saying that to me, and he said I wasn't wife material and all this stuff, and it was the guy that raised me. But when I've seen myself eat sometimes, I'm like, that probably, if I wasn't paying attention, if I was like hungry or just feeling free, and eating like a pig, kind of. Like, what was that? Just reached for some cheese and ate it out of a container. All right. What do we got here? Okay, we're going to do a little show and tell. I'm just literally could close my eyes and each item, oh my gosh. Each item I'm not even going to think about, and trust me, there's going to be nothing that makes sense about why they're together. Oh my gosh, I just lost where I was. I can't spin anymore. It causes major problems. I almost shut the video off. You guys ready? What's this? Guess is as good as mine. I know, but you have to guess. I can't guess for you. Guru. Oh, we knew she was a witch. Well, I don't know. I hope this doesn't make me a witch, but it is essential oils. I use them for cleaning. In my own enjoyment for scents, like a perfume. This is for sharpening knives. What's this? Well, it looks like Altoids. You're wrong again. Little dust. Get the dust off there. Okay. This, you think it's Altoids, but it's not. Like, I don't even know. Okay. I have to get some dusting done here. And then this is the last show and tell, because it just shows what goes on around here. Now that's a good one there. A tin of quarters that we probably forgot about. And these are for playing the tongue drum. There's other names for it. I don't know if it's bucket drum. Anyways, you put them on your, like a little finger, like little taps. And then we got a tin of quarters. That was such a find. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Okay, so that's that. Not that we need it, it's just hilarious. Okay, now what else is in this special tin? Vandalism on others' property, 3-year filing. Oh, these are all for the neighbor, but I put them on my legal paperwork for the PPO to refute it, but we didn't show for court because we thought it would give him more power and he would leave us alone. No. No, that's not at all what he had in me. He didn't mind taking us out. Taking me out. Okay, so what else? We got a lock. We've got some... These were holding up a blanket in the sunroom to create more privacy. They will now be ready for drying linen outside, drying clothes, towels, whatever. You know, I think that's enough of the madness for the day. Shmay, shmay. What else do we have? Just one more. These were discounted from around the holiday. Put them in your tent. Little teeny batteries, I believe. to 3 AA 48 more mounting clips and 40 feet of LED light. And I must say, it's kind of dim. I have it up on the bookcase, but actually I have found that if it's on, it's just enough to get to the bathroom, you know, a little bit of a light, and it's not plugged in. So, have a great one.